Hey y'all, welcome to Faith Budgets. On this channel I'll be posting videos about how I use the zero-based budget, sinking funds, cash stuffing, and savings challenges to pay off debt and save at the same time. If that's content that you're interested in, then please keep watching and definitely hit that subscribe button and join me as I try to reach financial freedom.
You've been hiding in the shadows way too long.
Okay guys, welcome back to another video with some cash stuffing and savings challenges at the end. Welcome if you're new. My name's Holly. I'm here in Tennessee. I am 46 years old. I have two sons, ages 22 and 19. They are off doing their adulting and having their first jobs and careers going, getting started with all that stuff. My oldest son is getting married in next month, so it's coming up. And I am a medical coder. I work from home. I'm currently in the process of a divorce, trying to sell the home. So I am living upstairs. He's living downstairs until the house sells, I guess. Possibly he could move out. I don't know for sure. Waiting to see on that. More to come on that, I guess. I haven't heard anything else. So just very awkward, just trying to get through the days. So I'm up here in my bedroom now on this a smaller desk here and just taking it day by day. Thank you guys so much for your encouragement and your prayers and your advice. It's just sometimes to take a deep breath and, just it'll be okay. Just take a breath and, let it set in for a little bit and not have to try to do something and to fix everything and make something happen right away. I'm the world's worst about that. I don't have the patience to let God handle it. So I'm working on that. I've been trying to read a little bit more about that and get a little closer with God's word, especially in that area. But let's just get started. I guess with that we'll do the Bible trivia. We're on question number 19, and let's see what we have here. We have, when God decided to destroy the earth by flood, how long did it rain on the earth? Was it 7 days, 14 days, or 40 days? And I'll give you guys the answer at the end of the video. So today I'm doing the cash stuffing. So today I'll be cash stuffing $1,040 for week number 3 of August. And this is the cash planning slip from Missy Money. It's just on a notepad. I do use her planner, and I will link that video here for the budget with me for the paycheck, my bi-weekly paycheck, where I go over how I, decided all these amounts and how the bills were paid, what bills were paid out of that paycheck. So, like I said, I'm a bi-weekly, I get paid bi-weekly, and then I break it out into weekly cash stuffing and savings challenges. Because I'm so used to doing it weekly, I still continue to do that, just split it up and break it up into 2 weeks break it up weekly instead of every 2 weeks as far as the cash stuffing. So I really like the weekly. It gives me a refresh on my wallet and everything. So I'll just set this up here to reference as I am stuffing. This wallet is from Missy Money along with the planner. Did I say I linked that? Yeah, I already linked the video there where I go over with her planner how I map out the money for this paycheck. And I'll also link the monthly budget with me where I first go over it for the month. So if you're new to budgeting, I suggest, mapping it out for the whole month first. See what you bring in for the whole month, and then all your bills for the whole month, and then your spending money, your variable spending, the things you spend that might change, week to week, day to day, something that's not really considered a bill. So like groceries, gas, eating out, any other kind of shopping or hobbies that you have, or if you give donations, or if you have kids, that's a very very big variable spending category there. You never really know what's going to come up with them, and you could possibly have a sinking fund for that. So after your variable spending, then do the sinking funds to save up for those things that come up throughout the year that you would need maybe a little extra money for. Or if you know the amount for it, you can set that money aside each paycheck or each month. Like for yearly subscriptions to something, I have mine in my memberships envelope, and I put money in there each week, each paycheck, to account for those memberships that I pay out yearly. And I want to try to do that with my car insurance premiums as well. And like with car tags, I do it with the car tags. And then I guess the main sinking funds that I started out with were the Christmas and car maintenance. That was the two that kept, popping up. Was kind of the higher ticket items that was popping up in my budget that would, blow it when I really wasn't budgeting back then. So I started, that was my first two sinking funds, and then I grew, to add more sinking funds as I got better with the cash stuffing and not having to pull out, and just like tweaking it down to know more about what my amount would be for each variable category. It's kind of hard to tell exactly what you might need, and you can change it up if you need to. I always had to change mine, from month to month, thinking, okay, that's not enough in groceries, or okay, that's too much for this category. I'm going to take a little bit out of that and put it in the other one, or something like that. So that really helped me in trying to figure out what I was going to have as my categories and how much I was going to put for those categories. So hope that helps a little. I had a few questions about, where to start and how to get started with sinking funds. So hope that helped a little bit. If anybody has any questions, please leave them in the comments. If I don't answer, I'm sure some of the other commenters or subscribers will answer as well. They give wonderful advice. So like I said, let's just get started with unstuffing it. This is my wallet for Missy Money as well, and if you want any of her products, you can use my discount code FaithBudgets10 and get 10% off. She has wallets, binders, planners, savings challenges, dashboards, and the envelopes here that you can have them customized to say whatever you need them to say. And she has a prettier font, like more of a handwritten font as well. So let's just get started with unstuffing. Let's see what we have left in here. Nothing in groceries. Gas, I do have a little bit. So I'll take that out and I'll put that over here to the side to put for the savings challenges at the end. Eating out, nothing. Giving, nothing. Shopping, nothing. I bought some new Bible highlighters and little tabs to go in one of my other Bibles that I referenced. So I spent all that. And there was something else too that I bought. Oh, a watch band for the wedding. I wanted to wear something a little bit nicer than, one of these to wear my son's wedding. So shopped a little bit this week. Then medications, I'll leave that and roll over. Miscellaneous, I'll pull that. It's another 10. And then there's the spent envelope. Okay, so that's it for the unstuffing. I only had $20, but we'll put that back there. It's better than nothing. So now we will start with stuffing the wallet. I did already pull the receipts out, and I scanned those into Fetch Rewards and Receipt Hog. That's the two apps that I use to scan in my receipts and get cash back for coins or points that I have accumulated to go to, like, I can use it for Amazon, or I can use it at retail like TJ Maxx, or even restaurants. So I'll have those links below. If you're interested in that, you can click on that and get started with scanning your receipts. Okay, so first up is groceries, and it's going to get $175. 60, whoops. So now groceries, 100, 20, 40, 60, 75. 175 for groceries. Now for gas, we have 80. Oh, one too many. 20, 40, 60, 80. Next up is eating out, 40. Oops, I put that 20 back there. Do 2 20s there. Then we have giving, 15. Okay, then we have shopping. It's going to get 40. Then we have meds. I'm going to put 35 in there. I'll add it to what I already have. So let's see what we have total. Now in meds, we have 20, 30, 40, 50, 65. This is for my prescriptions. Medications there. Miscellaneous, 40. I did a 20 and 2 10s there. Alright, so that is done for the wallet. And that's the spent envelope there. I've got to make another deposit to pay my credit card. Alright, got the wallet ready to go. Put that over to the side, ready for the week. Now let's move on to the sinking funds. I have 3 binders that I used for just my sinking funds. I have spending, short-term, and long-term. Some people maybe use like high priority, low priority. I just kind of did it this way, and I may end up, moving some stuff around after I have a new budget whenever I move out. So I may shift that stuff around. Here's the dashboard from my Etsy shop, Faith Rooted Designs, with the Bible verse on there from Jeremiah 29:11. Check that out. I have the A5 and A6 size dashboard that you can print out on whatever material you'd like to print out. And then let's start stuffing away. Let's do Sam's Club. We'll get 20. So now in Sam's Club we have 20, 40, 60, 80. I want to get some more of those. My son loves those little Chobani yogurt drinks. They have like a protein drink, and it's in the refrigerated section, but they were out of them at the other Sam's that I went to, and I can't order them online because they're refrigerated to be shipped here at the house. So I want to go back and get some more of those because I love them too. They're really good, and they're kind of filling. I think like if you have a quick go in the morning, if you need to have it for breakfast to kind of hold you over till lunch. If you're on the go, my son usually when he drives to Nashville, he will drink one of those before he goes. Self-care is going to get 80. Whoops. So now in self-care, well, get a hold of it in a minute. 20, 40, 60, 80, 100, 20, 40, 65. 165 now in self-care. Alright, now gifts, we have 15. Got the birthdays coming up. My nieces. I don't know. They'll be easy this time. I'm just giving them money. So 20, 40, 60, 80, 90, 95, 105. So 105 in gifts. And then my little niece, her birthday's in October, so she'll be coming up soon too. But I'll get her something. Car maintenance is going to get 20. I still have not taken out for my oil change. I got to do that when I do my credit card statement, go over everything. 100, 20, 40, 60, 80, 200, 20, 40, 60, 80, 90, 300. Is that right? Yeah. 300. So it was like $100, so I still have $200 left after I take out for the oil change and tire rotation. Now we have home maintenance. I did skip that this paycheck this week. Next up is entertainment, and it's going to get 100, but I'm going to do 5 20s. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So that I'll have a little bit of change because we are going on the pontoon boat this weekend. 100, 20, 40, 60, 80, 200. And I think my younger sister rented the pontoon, but we're splitting it. But I think she said bring cash. So I'll bring some cash for her for this weekend. And then the rent, I'm going to save up for some rent. One of the old $100 bills. So now in rent, I have 500, 600 in my Ally High Yield Savings account labeled rent. So 600 in there, 700, 20, 40, 50, 60, 70, 75, 80. 780. Now for the rent. Because I'm sure I'll have to have like the first month's deposit like a first month's rent and a deposit fee. So I don't know. Some places are different, or I may not rent. I may end up finding a house by the time this sells. Who knows? But this will help with maybe closing costs or whatever, moving expenses, or if I need to buy a piece of furniture, or just, anything. I can't go wrong with saving. So I'm just going to keep chugging away at that as much as I can. If I continue to get overtime, that'll be awesome. Okay. Next up will be the short-term sinking funds binder. And this is another dashboard of mine. All right, so first up is memberships, and it will get 20. So now in memberships, I have 100, 20, 40, 60, 80, 200, 20, 40, 60, 80, 300, 20, 40, 60, 70, 80. 380. Yeah, 380. I guess I could put some of that in my ally. I need to look to see if one of them's coming up due, though, because I don't want to have to put it in there and take it right back out. So I'll check that before I roll over any to my ally. Insurance premiums will be 20. So now in insurance premiums, 100, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50. 150. I like to get up there so I can take that discount for paying it, 6 months at a time. Then we have car tags, 10. And I did look at my tags finally. They are due at the end of September. So 20, 40, 60, 70, 80, 90, 100, 10, 20, 25, 30, 35. 135. So I am pretty well, I think it's 100 and not much over 100 for my tags here in Tennessee, I think. And I have specialty tags. So I'm thinking it's like 120, 130. No, I don't think it's any more than 150. So pretty close on that. And then I'm not doing any health and medical this time. I think that was all in this one, yeah. All right, so we'll now move on to the long-term sinking funds. And this one will be, I just have 2 in here. Emergency is my Fidelity account linked with my employer. And then Christmas is $50. So now, in Christmas, 500, 600, 700 in the bank, Ally High Yield Savings, 700, 20, 40, 50, 60, 65, 70. So 770 there for Christmas. It'll be here before we know it. Next up, vacations, or vacation. This is for the little trip down to Panama City Beach, and it's going to get 50. So now, in vacation, 100, 200, 20, 40, 60, 80, 300, 20, 40, 60, 70, 80, 90, 400? Is that right? Nice. 400. All right, so that's all for the sinking funds. Now let's go to the savings challenges. Always do the 52-week challenge first. And this is from Missy Money. And we are on week number 34, but I roll up to the nearest 5, so that's going to be $35. Uh-oh, I did something wrong. What did I do wrong? Well, I'll just steal one of these, I guess. It'll be okay. I still have the correct amount. I just didn't. I don't know what I did. Alright, so $35. Whoops. We'll flip over here to number 35. It's gotta be straight. So that week number 35 is done. Now let's go color it in here. But I put $35 in. Right? Make me second guess myself. Yep, I did. Sure did. Thought I see. There we go. Maybe I would have caught it next week, but yep. Alright, so that is it for the 52-week challenge. Now let's move on to the other one, the 12-month challenge. I know that amount is 15. So this is the savings challenge from my website, my Etsy shop, Faith Rooted Designs. The Bible symbols in the 12-month savings challenge. So, and then you can pick whatever amount you would like to save at the bottom there. I'm still just doing $1 per symbol, so I'm doing $50. And we are on August, and we're going to do 15 here. Man, I just messed all up on that, didn't I? I don't know what I was doing. So we will color in 15 of the lion heads. Here we go.
When I was lost and hopeless, when I was at my worst, it's grace that you extended that I did not deserve. I am so amazed by all you have done. I cannot explain the depth of your love. Limits can't contain the heart of you, God. I'm amazed at the depth of your love. Your mercy came and found me.
Okay, we just have 10 more to go there to finish up August. We'll get to do that hopefully next week. And then we'll be ready for September. That's the wedding month. Woo, it's almost here. So let's move on now to that challenge, the I Do Savings Challenge for my son's wedding. And I did have some questions about, like, you know, the bride's family paying for it. Yeah, I think that's traditionally how it works, but I was always upfront with, you know, told them I wanted to help, and we're all kind of in the same boat, just trying to make ends meet, and it would be too hard for just one family to pay for such a wedding. So we kind of all three went together, like as far as my son and my future daughter-in-law, they have paid for a lot of it, and then I'm paying for some, and then her parents are paying for some too. So we're all, as a team effort, you know, for our kids, and they're helping too. 20, 40, 60, 80, 100. Oh, so I have $100 to contribute to this one, and I'm finished with the guys. My younger son, I did help him get the pants and the shirt that he needed to be the best man, and his shoes, because he hadn't started his job yet, but he's working now, so that's perfect. But I'm glad I was able to help him out with that. And then food and drink, we're getting close to the end, so I'm hoping, let's just do 80 and color in 2 of these for this, and then we'll put 20 here. Let's see, that work? Yeah, we'll just do that. We'll color in 4 of these for the $20. Or is that right? 5, 10, 15, yeah. Color in 4 of the hearts, and I think I already did take some money out of this for my Spanx, for my dress. Because I knew $250, I wasn't going to need $250 for the hair and makeup. I think I just need that $150 or $175. Is that right? Something like that. So We'll put that in there. And the food, I did take some out of this already as well for the shower that myself and her mom, and we threw the shower for them. So I helped with the food for that, and I did take some out of that, and then I helped with part of the venue. And then this is the money for the part of the venue I already gave to my son to, they had to pay that already. And then the fully funded here is for the rehearsal dinner. So I have that fully funded. It's ready to go. No, I do need to add a little bit for desserts because that is just for the catering portion of it. And also I already purchased the plates and the silverware and things like that. But I do need to put a little bit in there for some desserts. I'm going to get a few things from Sam's. I think they're in the frozen section. They're like the little tiny bite-sized cheesecake bites. Oh, they are so good. I had to taste test them a few weeks back, and I really like them. They're just loaded with calories, but I think it'll be good. They're just bite-sized. And then also the macaroons, the frozen ones, they are different flavors in that as well. So I think those will be really good combination, choices to pick from. So those two things have a pretty big variety because the cheesecake comes in a variety of flavors, and then also the macaroons do as well. So, and I think I'm feeding around 45 to 50 for the rehearsal dinner. So I think that'll be plenty. And then, I need to see about making tea. I think I got to make sweet tea and waters. I don't think that's included in the catering, but that'll be inexpensive. I won't have to worry about that as much for 50 people. That won't be too bad. So, all right, we got $80 here. Let's color in 2 of these little wine glasses here. Getting close to the end. They are getting several RSVPs back with people selecting, which meat they want for their entree. And I think it also had a place on there to suggest songs, so I put some old ones on there. They'll know I put those on there, like the Cha Cha Slide and Sweet Caroline. Just some fun songs to have playing, at the reception. And then I also put some love songs too. So that's it for this savings challenge, guys. We are getting down to the end. Ooh, if I get these complete, I'll be good. And then I just put this in here as I wasn't sure who was paying for that, but my son and daughter-in-law are paying for that. They are paying for the honeymoon. I already paid for my dress and bought it, so that one's done. We already did the shower with the gifts. And also, I think maybe that was all in gifts. I think I did spend that on them. And then that was for my son. I didn't have to go all the way to $500 on that, so I was finished with that. So really love this savings challenge, and there's lots more of the different categories that also go in there, that would count for like the flowers, the dress, all the things maybe that the bride would be paying for too. So love that savings challenge. All right, that finishes up the I Do savings challenge, and that brings us to the end of the video. So we will do the Bible trivia. We are on number 19, so here we go with number 19. When God decided to destroy the earth by flood, how long did it rain on the earth? 7 days, 14 days, or 40 days? The answer is C. God decided to destroy both man and animals because of the wickedness of man. He did that through a flood caused by rain over 40 days and 40 nights. Noah and his family were the only people to survive the flood in the ark God told Noah to build. And there's your references in Genesis, 1 Peter, Hebrews, and then also Genesis again. So that is the Bible trivia. Alright guys, so that is all for this cash stuffing and savings challenge video. The next one will be for the budget with me for the next paycheck in August, which will be paycheck number 2 for me, but it's at the end of the month. So, and then I'll break that down again into weekly cash stuffing and savings challenges to help me, stay on track for each week. So I guess that's it for this video, guys. I'll see you on the next one. Thank you so much for your comments and for your encouragement, and most of all for your prayers. And if you have any questions, just leave those in the comments, and I look forward to chatting with you guys again in the next video. Thanks, guys, but until then, I hope you find blessings in all the little things. Thanks.